people and machines work in perfect harmony. A world of electronic printers and typewriters, microcomputers and advanced network systems. A world where machines not only print beautifully, but will copy, store, or send your ideas anywhere in the world at the touch of a button.
Good morning, everyone. This is rare morning stream, although I want to try to do more of these more often. But today is gonna be interesting. So we are live reacting to Jeff Keighley here, just being Jeff Keighley. It looks pretty good. No, today is Cyberpunk's basically E3 announcement. Everybody's doing these summer announcements because E3 is not happening because of the global pandemic. I just so happen to be free today while they're doing the Cyberpunk announcement. So today's the date that they set for the Cyberpunk announcement. It's been delayed a couple times for reasonable reasons. So I don't blame them. But yeah, I was just lucky enough to be here. I am excited for this game. I don't know if I'll get it day one. I still got a lot of stuff on my backlog, and to be honest, I'm just trying to stop buying so many games that I don't have time to start right away. So I've been mostly relying on like Game Pass and like big deals, which apparently I guess Steam Summer Sale might be starting today. So I might be looking out for some games on my wish list that might be on sale, or some remote play together games, because I think that feature is awesome, and that's my preference for buying games on Steam than anywhere else. I mean, I like the Epic Game Store. I like that they just give you free games every week. They have crazy deals. They sometimes just give you free coupons. So like I like the Epic Store. I don't care about where I get my games, if it's on Uplay, Origin, or with the client that Twitch has for like Twitch Prime subscribers and stuff. I don't care really where I get my game, but that is a killer feature on Steam. So if I see some multiplayer remote play together games and I can convince some friends to, hey, load up Steam. I have this game I want to play. You don't have to have it. Is this CD Projekt Red? So I'm on the wrong channel. I should be going to CD Projekt Red. I thought this was like the main YouTube channel to watch for that, but I guess they have their own. Let's see. We go live streams. And no. What stream is Jeff Keighley watching? Because I don't want to get like copyright claim. Live now. Well, there's IGN, but IGN is gonna copyright claim me if I stream IGN. I don't know where he's getting the stream from. But this is the Summer Game Fest channel. I don't know if I'm allowed to stream this, to be honest. I haven't looked it up. It's a last minute decision for me to do this. Also, my webcam is like, I need to fix my webcam. I'm out of sync and I'm extremely pale. So let's fix that. Hey, how's it going, Alcine? Oh my god. Wait, what day is it? It's Thursday? You guys don't stream today, do you? You just happen to be on Twitch? What's going on? So they're gonna announce some stuff for the Cyberpunk game. I'm excited to play it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it right away. But I am looking forward to this game. Left up my chat trying to fix something, walked back into the studio and heard someone talking. Because I'm on your auto host. What's going on? That's funny. All right, Jeff Keighley's talking. I don't want to get. I really don't want to get copyright claim from Jeff Keighley, but I don't know what the actual channel is that I'm supposed to be live streaming from.
Again, is companies not just doing one thing and going dark, but we'll probably hopefully hear more on Cyberpunk now leading up.
And I'm also not wearing headphones right now, so I don't know if you can hear the audio okay. And if there's an echo on my microphone,
to see what they have today, and
I'm gonna have to fix that.
To share afterwards. So we're about 3 minutes away.
Quiet. Let me raise the volume. I can't hear it either, so.
With these things, I always feel like I'm gonna kind of co-stream it, but
see, now it seems like it's. Oh no, it's good.
I'm not gonna,
okay.
Like, heavily commentate on it, but we're gonna go right into my impressions afterwards. So, you know, if you want something completely clean,
you guys gonna get Cyberpunk?
But we can watch along. I'll probably make a couple comments during it, but I'm not gonna, you know, we're not doing a talk show over top of it. I really want to, because I haven't actually seen this, so I'm really curious, having played the game, what they're gonna show, what I played, what else I'm gonna be able to share afterwards. I know.
You know what sells it for me is Keanu Reeves.
I don't know what they're gonna include in here, and will there be any news?
That was when they did that reveal last year. I'm like, oh my god.
Talked about yet, that is really interesting, and I got to play, and I think they're gonna hopefully talk about it in this.
Maybe I should put on headphones.
I'll get to expand on it a little bit.
You're breathtaking.
About, my play session with it. So we will see kind of what CD Projekt has in store for us here, but definitely, as I said, one of the most anticipated games. You know, we know it's going to look great. I think everyone wants to know how does it play, and even though
who's chatting here? Is it Brad?
You know, at E3 the past couple years, normally I also work on the E3 awards, and Cyberpunk has never been eligible for the Best of Show because we have to be able to play it.
If I archive this video, please go follow Halcyon, because it's pretty much the main Twitch streams I watch now.
Go hands-on. So that changed finally with us getting a chance to
that's fair. That's fair. How's it going, Addy?
That is what we are going to do, is talk about the hands-on experience of playing it. Bunch more footage.
Also,
coming out of that as well.
I'm sorry I don't show up to as many streams as I used to. I just
I think they're saying around.
I've like stuff just conflicts with the stream. I did show up to the end of the last one, just lurking.
We'll try and answer some questions as well. I'm sure you guys have lots of questions, so
I doesn't know how to use emotes.
On Twitch or YouTube or at Reply.
I do not know how to use emotes.
Probably the best way to
I need to make emotes. I just became affiliate, and it
roll through it
just happened. Like, I wasn't prepared to do it. I just did it because Mixer shut down, and because I can't multi-stream to Mixer anymore, I decided to just apply to be affiliate, because I had the option like a long time ago, and I'm like, well, if I'm not streaming to Mixer, I might as well become affiliate. So I wasn't planning on it, so I have no emotes or anything.
Experience whatever the CD Projekt Red guys have in store for us, which I think will be, again, can't say much, but I think it's going to be a pretty exciting afternoon in terms of what they're able to share with us. So, again, we will go through it here. We're about 20 seconds away.
Like, he has that Batman thing in the background. Every time he goes live, people react going, oh my god, it's a tease for the new Batman game.
Wire from CD Projekt Red. And we will check this thing out live here with the guys from Cyberpunk. So get ready. We are going to go live to the event here and see what they have in store for us. Enjoy all things Cyberpunk from CD Projekt Red. Here we go.
Jeff Keighley's getting some gray hairs. I've seen him on like gaming events and like TV and stuff like since I was a kid. He's still doing stuff. It's crazy. Okay, there we go. So I'm live streaming to Jeff. Where is this? Hold on, let me see if I can find the official thing.
We'll be taking a look at some brain dance gameplay and welcoming back our developers just to have a chat about everything.
I don't want to live stream react to Jeff Keighley live stream reacting.
Media all over the world have been getting hands-on with Cyberpunk 2077, and when this episode finishes, you'll be able to go and check out.
And the stream quality is crap.
Let's get started. It is time to take a look at our brand new trailer, and after that, our lead quest designer Pavel well, Sasko will be joining us because I've got a feeling you're gonna have a
When
few
he
questions.
backed out of the full screen, it said CD Projekt Red's YouTube channel, but I went to their YouTube channel and there's no live stream.
Love this town. City of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah.
I'm sorry, the stream quality's crap. I'm trying to figure it out.
Nah, mano. Not just any other city. Legends are born here.
Are you kidding me?
The Major Leagues. We're only here because Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near
Oh.
anything.
Sorry.
Unless you catch a bullet.
Even then, you go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more.
And try their Twitch maybe.
How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Job to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ching, baby.
Goes without saying.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up their Twitch right after this ad plays.
Not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
Eat lead, assholes!
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof.
If this is the music that's in the game, I'm into it.
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking Major Leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high! Time to bail!
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Dix, what the fuck?
Can't risk it, V.
And you. Who are you?
Fuck.
Awesome.
So the trailer contains
Okay, I got
footage from
the
game's prologue only, but
I got
there was an
CD Projekt
awful-
Red's Twitch channel here, so I'm gonna pull that up. So that way,
But
Jeff
awesome
Keighley's
stuff
face
is only
doesn't-
happening
Oh shit!
in the first few quests. What the trailer shows you is really our stage, the Night City. You know, this gigantic city built of 6 completely unique districts, surrounded by the 7th one that we call the Badlands. As a player, you are meeting Jackie. Jackie's your friend. Now, they together are trying to reach out for something that is very precious. They are trying to reach out for this chip of immortality, this gateway to eternal life. Jackie introduces you to Fixer Dexter Deshawn. He's a very important person in a social ladder of Cyberpunk. He is able to provide the player with various jobs and contracts to be able to gather money, to be able to modify their bodies, push themselves to the limits, to put their hands on the chip. But
This game looks-
as you can expect,
oh my
not
God.
everything goes as planned. And but to see it, you will have to play
Just
the
looks
game.
nice.
There are an awful lot of really cool things in this trailer, and there's a few that I
No. So go back to Jeff Keighley's stream. So let's drop down to 720. What's happening? Oh, my Twitch stream is also freezing up. Ah, damn it. Oh, you know what? It's
Is
Chrome.
the gang that has been formed in 2076.
Chrome was
after
crashing.
Death of,
Hopefully I'm still
Elizabeth
alive.
Borden. She was called Lizzie. Now, she was an owner of a brothel and former sex worker, and she was protecting working guys and girls from harassment, from abuse, and the gang is really continuing her mission. And as a player, you are going to interact with that gang, meet multiple different NPCs, and craft your own relationship with them, and understand what they are all about.
So earlier on, you did mention a 7th district, a place called the Badlands. Now, we saw a few shots of this in the trailer, but I'd love for you to
I
give
like
us
how-
a bit more detail about the district outside
Like
of
how
the
they
city
add the
walls.
glitch effect to the
Okay,
videos
so
too.
The Badlands is this like dead, dried out space going around the whole Night City. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse that space in your car or motorcycle. This is a space that is inhabited by the nomads. Nomads are living in different families and they are traveling across that space in convoys made out of the cars and motorcycles. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse and access different type of open world content that has been prepared
Where does this
specifically
game
for
take
you
place?
to get that awesome feel of the Badlands as an area.
In the trailer, we also saw like a completely metal creature. Now, he didn't look like he was from the Maelstrom gang. This looked like something else. So please tell the people at home, who is this giant metal monster?
Okay, so that big dude, that was Adam Smasher. He has been introduced in
Adam
pen and
Smasher.
paper in Cyberpunk 2020 by our senpai Mike Pondsmith.
Did you
Adam
say
Smasher
senpai?
is a fully converted cyborg. He was always a loyalist of Arasaka. And time has changed, and in 2077 he had to find his own space in Night City. But to find out, you'll have to play the game.
In this trailer, we do see some flashes of a Ripper doc called Victor Vector. I think if people have watched our previous gameplays, they might remember him. But I'd really like for you to give the people at home some more information about
All the
what
names
Ripper
in
docs
this game are
and how they'll
crazy.
be interacting with them when they play Cyberpunk.
So Reaper dogs in our game, they are surgeons.
Victor
They are
Vector,
like a
Adam
specific
Smasher,
type of
and Johnny
job
Silverhands, I
in
think
the
his name is.
social ladder of Cyberpunk. They are accustomed and specialized in replacing limbs to the metal ones. They can basically update your body, enhance your body, change you into this walking war machine. And as a player, you are going to meet different kind of Reaper dogs in the game, craft your own relationship with them. Some of them are like important characters for a story. Through that, you will invest eddies that you're gathering to turn your body into this tool that allows you to survive on the streets of Night City.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining us. I know you'll be back later in the episode because you're going to be helping us to analyze the Braindance gameplay. But before that, we do have some news to share. Earlier in the year, we announced that if you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox One, you'll be able to play it on Xbox Series X when the console launches. And just in case you missed it, it will be the same for PlayStation players as well. If you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on PlayStation 4, you'll also be able to play it on PlayStation 5 when the console launches. And that's not all. There will be a free upgrade for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, but we'll have more details on that soon.
To Night City.
Before we reveal our first look at the Braindance gameplay and welcome back our developers for a chat, there is just one more thing we want to announce, something that we've been working on in secret for a while. We are very excited to announce our partnership with Studio Trigger and Netflix to bring you Cyberpunk Edgerunners, a standalone anime set in the Cyberpunk universe, which we've been working on for some time now. Edgerunners is due to launch in 2022, but for some more information, let's go to the team in Tokyo.
I'll watch that.
Hi, my name is Saya Elder. I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edgerunners. What I do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk universe. We are a game company. We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans. So it was always a dream for us to make anime. When we began this project, we were certain that we didn't want to make a recreation of the game. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a standalone story set in the same universe. The stage is still Night City, but everything else is totally new. New characters, new story. I do like to think that it's going to be a great gateway for newcomers to come and check Cyberpunk game and also the Cyberpunk genre as a whole. Right now we're in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime meccas of the world. I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the dream team that will be bringing you this anime.
こんにちは。トリガーの代表取締役の大塚です。
監督の今石です。
キャラクターデザインを担当する吉成です。
ゲームのサイバーパンクの
I'm excited for this.
今回初めて触れる方両方に満足していただけるようにアニメを作るつもりです。よろしくお願いします。
今回はそのサイバーパンクという僕らが10代の一ファンにしか過ぎなかった頃に生まれたジャンル、そういうジャンルのものをまた、時代が何周もして作れるというのが非常に楽しみです。
トリガーも10年ということで、監督に今石、キャラクターデザインに吉成というトリガーの最強の布陣で、トリガー10周年にふさわしい作品にしていきたいと思います。お楽しみに。
It's probably not going to be a trailer.
Now it is time to show you some gameplay of Braindance. This is a feature that you'll experience when you play Cyberpunk 2077. Braindance is essentially
I want one of those
somebody
jackets.
else's experience. It allows you to
They're giving out
sight,
at E3, I think,
smell,
last year.
touch, and even hearing, all thanks to a special device. After the gameplay, I will be welcoming back Pavel Sasko, and will also be joined by Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer and all-round lore master, who will be helping to answer your questions and give you some explanation on how you'll be interacting with Braindance when you play Cyberpunk 2077. So, let's take a look.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay, on you go.
Down! Everybody! On the ground! I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now! Or I will
Jeez.
fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, yeah, hey...
That's a
now,
Rubik's Cube?
before I blow your fucking head off!
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
That was too much. Could feel the guy's pain, his stress, his hope. Hope wrapped up in something else.
Mm-hmm. Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode. I'll sever the link to the BD Roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely. Whole scene's yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So, analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need. Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Makes me think of the Animus in Assassin's Creed, where you relive memories, but you can kind of alter them.
To those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Dream as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind, roll it back to the top.
Can I?
All good, neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't be creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD Roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio. And remember, keep on full blast. That's why I believe it.
Okay, right here. Excellent. Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Pack of 6, case of Brosif, and a couple of zappers.
Okay. We have a deal today on 2 flavors. Cuddy and surf and turf. Everybody!
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously, like what's happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
Wanna see you kissing the flooring? Money!
Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw. Stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kiroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing.
He
Scroll
just
forward
like
to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Where I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, now, fucking head off!
he like knocked her out. Like didn't even give her a chance.
See that? They shot him and he never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it.
Huh.
His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along.
Oh my God.
Got a nice slice of cred on the black market.
His own partner.
Like this. BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit. Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log.
So Braindance is a pretty big part of the Cyberpunk universe. It's not just something used for adult films. There is an awful lot to it. And there's two sides I'd really like you guys to help me explore. First is the lore, so how this actually fits into the universe. And then there's the gameplay side, so how players will be interacting with it. So Patrick, could you tell us more about the lore of Braindance?
I would love to. So in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, Braindance was invented way back in the early 2000s at UC Santa Cruz. It was developed as a way of recording a person's experiences and then playing them back for someone else so that they could relive them as though it was happening to them. It was originally used for things like therapy and prisoner rehabilitation, but by 2077 it's become this global media industry, including things like movies, mass entertainment, things like that, video games, some interactive things, and of course adult fare as well. Now, in our game, we deal a lot with black brain dances, or XBDs as we call them, and there are different types of those, but the one that you saw in the trailer just there was a flatliner. Now that's where the person recording it actually dies during the recording. And it's popular with sort of an illicit kind of a thrill, but a mercenary can also use them for various things, and you'll see that in the game, of course.
And from the gameplay perspective, we have been working a lot throughout last years trying to figure out the best way how to use the braindance in the game as a mechanics. So what we have settled on is this braindance editor mode. As a player, you will be able to run the braindance in the editor mode and see different clues that have been registered on the peripheral of given actor. Now, as a player, you can slide on the timeline of the recording, back and forth, trying to uncover different clues. And that clues are actually telling a story in the game. So, as a player, you will run different investigations that will lead you to different mysteries, and you will uncover them actually using that braindance as a mechanics in the game.
So, as Pavel was saying, we use Braindance as a storytelling tool. It's not a collectible. It's not something where you're going to go in and you're going to play it and you're going to be like, I've seen this before. What we use Braindance for is to give you a keyhole into the life of the residents of Night City. And we can explore things like childhood trauma, religion, various philosophical ideas in a way that you might not otherwise experience in a story about a mercenary on the tough streets.
So we've tried to talk about some of the aspects that we think the community will find really exciting, but you know, while you're both here, I'd love to know, what is it about Cyberpunk that you guys are really excited for? Patrick, why don't you start?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about in this game is the characters and the way they interact with the world. We've got this really interesting world that stretches all the way back to the Cyberpunk 2020 source material and all of these events and all of those things, but those don't mean anything unless they connect with characters. And so when we come up with a character, we start with their function. What is this person? What do they do in the story? But we don't stop there. We go back and we figure out what was their childhood like? What was their upbringing like? What kind of obstacles did they face in this harsh reality, and did they overcome them? And how did they overcome them, or did they not overcome them, and why? And you can see all of those things
in California,
in their environment, in their dialogues, in sort of how they operate in the world. And we come up with that for all of our characters. Now, you look at someone like Victor Vector, and you're going to see stories about his past in his environment and in his
all the
dialogue.
Crazy names in this game.
You know, we come up with that stuff even if we don't use it in the game, because it helps inform us as to who these characters are.
And for me, I would not be myself if I would not say that I'm the most excited about our quests. Like with our Witcher 3 team, with Patrick and like everybody that has stayed with us since the Witcher 3 time, we really have grown so much. We have learned so much, and we have used all that experience to put them into the quest that we have made. And you will not find really a filler in this game. Like everything has a meaning. Like we put so much effort into making sure that everything is rewarding, is interesting, is talking about characters, as Patrick said, is talking about worlds, is talking about emotions, like touching the player in a really, like a real way. And I just
go back to Otto.
Pavel, I know you mentioned story and quests and writing quests, and when I was last in the studio, I had a look and I saw a notebook on your desk, and I would love for you to show everybody this notebook.
Okay, Holly, I mean, you asked for it. So,
now that you mention it, it's actually right here. What a coincidence.
Salsa quest designer. The reason is because I dance salsa, and I'm a quest designer, so you know. So I started this notebook actually when we were really starting Cyberpunk. At the very beginning, I wrote like a first note, and it says pretty much something along the lines of that we were starting with a prototype. And then, you know, I kept on basically noting things that we've been working on for like next years. I remember once when our concept artists actually approached me, and they said that they want to take a look on my notebook. I was like, what for actually? And they took some pictures, and they told me, yeah, well, you know, because we are looking for a reference material for notes of a psychopathic killer. so yeah, well, you may find maybe some of my notes in the game.
Pavel and Patrick, thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty lucky because I have read some of the stories that you and the team have written for Braindance, and I'm pretty excited for people to discover them. But before we do finish today's episode, there is just one more thing we'd like to talk about. Earlier in this episode, I mentioned that media have been getting hands-on with the opening of Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, people are playing it right now.
Their impressions right
or they've already
now.
played it.
And if you missed anything from today's episode, don't worry, we'll be uploading everything to our channels very soon. And finally, on behalf of everybody at CD Projekt Red, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us for this, the very first episode of Night City Wire. But don't worry, we'll be back with episode 2 in just a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
Alright, I guess that's it. And that's cool. It's pretty much just showing the Braindance feature of the game. Not much more beyond that.
Red, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us for this.
But that's cool. I'm hyped for this game. Like I said though, I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one. It's a big AAA game. If it's coming to Game Pass, I wonder if it's coming to Game Pass. I've never actually looked at it. If it's coming to Game Pass, I'll play it. This was posted May 7th. Is Cyberpunk 2077 coming to Xbox Game Pass? This is from gfinityesports.com. Let's go to a different website. It's tons of ads popping up. Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox Game Pass tweet was not accurate. Okay, I guess it's not. Xbox Portugal Twitter account claimed that Cyberpunk 2077 would be on Xbox Game Pass at launch. The tweet was quickly deleted, and the account apologized for posting incorrect information. Unfortunately, this was a mistake on our part. We wanted to talk about Xbox One X Special Edition of Cyberpunk 2077. We have no information regarding Xbox Game Pass, and for that, we extend our deepest apologies. So, it looks like that's not the case. Oh yeah, I forgot. At the end of this. At the end of this article, it says Cyberpunk 2077 is scheduled to come out September 17th. In case you hadn't heard, there will be customizable genitals. Forgot about that. So it looks like it won't be on Game Pass. So I have to make a decision if I want to get it right away and play it. But like I said, I have a huge backlog of stuff that I'm trying to get through. And speaking of, I'm going to continue that today. So I will be right back. I am going to set up for... I love the Tomb Raider games. I'm just going to preface this. I love the Tomb Raider games. I haven't played Shadow of the Tomb Raider because I wanted to finish the DLC for Rise of the Tomb Raider. And because I was playing so many other things, I never got to it. So I've had Shadow of the Tomb Raider just sitting pre-installed on my Xbox for like the longest time. So I hold a vote when I stream for what you guys want to see me play, and the winner was DLC for Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I'm gonna play that next. We'll see if I can beat it today. I don't know. I don't feel like I can be streaming for that long, but the intent is to get through that and then move on to the next game. And I will be resetting my poll and setting up everything for that. So I will be right back. Thank you for watching this on YouTube. I feel bad because I wanted to. This was like the big year, right? This was going to be a really big E3. New console announcements, really great games, a whole bunch of other stuff. Like there's a lot of just people getting into the gaming space, and it was supposed to be really exciting. I was going to take like some time off and live react to a bunch of E3 stuff, but that didn't happen, and everything spread out through the entire summer. Dates are changing. I can't keep up. Everybody's at home, so I've been pretty much just whenever I was available during these live stream stuff. I try to live react if I can. So I just so happened to be live for this one. I wish I could have done it for the PS5 reveal, because I would have loved to do a live reaction to that. That was incredible. But hopefully next year I'll make a big thing about it. We'll do the co-streams like I usually try to do the previous years, because those are always fun. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. See you next time. For those on Twitch, I will be right back, and we will play Tomb Raider.